Okay, so I want to help all of you out. If you ever decide to use the EU rail train, especially in the Czech Republic, just know that you need to know before you go. I looked at every single video out there on how to navigate this system, and this station is so huge. So I just wanted to give you a little intro onto what to expect. You do the EU Rail Pass, which is what I did. Then if you miss your train, you can get on the next one. This is the EU Rail Pass, and it has to be validated. See the stamp there before you get on the train. I made the mistake of thinking that getting here 20 minutes before my train departed would be sufficient. And you're confused and directionally challenged, and it's in a different country with different spelling. Even though some of them are in English, it's still confusing if you've never used an Euro train before. When you come to get your ticket validated, they will ask you, do you have a seat reservation? It will cost you about €5 to get a seat reservation, and then they will give you a ticket that looks something like this. Here you can see the time that the train departs. It's in military time, and then you can see the destination below. Then you go over to this right side and it will show you your seat number. So I ran across 6 flat platforms, so they don't have, just so you know, they don't have any connecting platforms. So this is the first platform. There are several different trains that have the names on the front of them. Berhan, that was Berlin in Czech, I had no idea. So I literally ran, you have to go down these escalators, and I literally ran from one platform to the next, just asking if people spoke English. Well, that didn't work out because the escalators at the time apparently don't work at 3 o'clock in the morning. Or at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I ended up missing my train and had a total meltdown because I'm exhausted. There were some girls that came in last night really late and were super drunk and loud. That's the drawback of staying in a hostel, but it's super cheap. So now I am sitting here outside waiting for the next train to Berlin, which is at 6:28. Make sure that you know which platform it's coming in on. So now I have people waiting for me in Berlin, and they're just gonna have to sit there for 2 hours and wait. A little upset, but I promised that I would be raw and open about all this. So just wanted to let y'all know, if you ever come here, what to expect. So there you have it. I'll let you know how the Berlin train station plays out. So the story is that there is a problem with the brakes, and that's how it caught on fire. They had to use a fire extinguisher, and now we're only able to travel at 50 kilometers an hour. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to Berlin. We'll see how this goes, but apparently I'm very unlucky. I will make... It's being confirmed I'm very unlucky. So this is just very unusual to have that. I can't believe the carriage caught on fire.
I've never...
I can't believe it either.
And I go really often, but I've never experienced a carriage catching fire.
So they just came over the intercom and said that something broke on the train again, so the adventure continues. You can kind of smell it burning, something burning. It smells pretty bad, like burnt tires or something, but I have this cute little house to look at. And then on the other side, so we'll see where we end up. I might just be transferring on the train to go to Switzerland. We'll see. I'll let you know. So another piece of advice I have for y'all is if you're gonna be doing backpacking across Europe, sleep every chance you get. And then set a timer on your phone or something. Don't use your phone on the train. Take your trash off the train. Don't put your feet on the seats. Don't have your luggage take a seat. The trains here are highly used, and it's just disrespectful to do that stuff. Make sure you have your ticket, your chargers all ready out to go, and then make sure you have water. I brought a water bottle with me. The only thing I wish I would have done is to make sure I brought a water bottle with a cap on it, because you're throwing your backpack up above all the seats. So, and that's another thing. Make sure you can lift your backpack above your head several times throughout the day. You don't want to have to ask other people for help, or this 80-year-old guy with a bad shoulder problem to help you pick up your backpack and put it above. There is nowhere to put it in the seats. There is nowhere to put it underneath the seats. Your knees are going to be sore by the time you get to your destination. So those are just a few other tips for you. Sleep. That's the most important thing. I think it's because I'm so tired right now. 2 hours of sleep last night, and I got about a 15-minute power nap waiting for my friend, and then another 15-minute power nap on the way here to Hanover from Wolfsburg. So I'll send my tips as we go. Okay, so I think I'm figuring this Eurotrain thing out. I just wanted to show y'all what I've learned. So this is my train ticket. You can see here the day, the month, the year of when I'm going to travel. The validity is 5 days within those 2 months, so you put the month and the year 2 months from the day that you start traveling. And then down here you can see the every day that I actually use it. So I have 3 more days of traveling, and then it's done. So then you come down here, and I just arrived into Hanover, and I'm going to Munich. So then you go to Nach, and that's the time, and it's a military time. And then Bis, that is the platform, or it can be the number that you have to look for, and then up above is the monitor that shows you the train number. So make sure this one is an EN 40491, and it won't show the destination you're going to, it'll show you its final destination. So, and then you have to make sure if it says it's delayed or not. If it is delayed, then you have to go to the ticket counter and they will tell you if you need to reroute yourself. If you are on a night train, make sure that you get another ticket. Just because you have the EU Rail Pass does not mean that you need a ticket. That does not mean you don't need a ticket. This is a reservation. You can see Wagen, W-A-G-E-N, 274. That's the car number. And then Liegenplatz, that is the seat number, so I'm in seat 12. This is actually couchette. So each place you have to make sure you have a ticket, otherwise you're going to be sitting in between the cars and people will kick you out of your seat. Like I got kicked out of my seat today because I didn't realize that. So I'm learning the hard way, but we're getting there. So here you see the monitor, and it will show you times, destinations, and then it's not only the platforms, but you have to look at whether it's A or B, or on the other side it's still C, somehow D, but it's still, above me is still the main thoroughfare, so you can go to either side. There is something that connects the two sides once you get up these steps, and this is why it's important to bring a backpack, because you'll be going and carrying your luggage up the steps. The escalators only go down, so keep that in mind, because if you're running to catch another train and you only have 10 to 15 minutes, which sometimes they plan it that way, you will see masses of people. You can see them right here. They just come running down the stairs just so that they can get a seat on the train that isn't in between the cars. When you get in the cars, you'll notice that there is a reservation seat or name above each seat. So if there is one that does not have a name, or a digital or paper up there, then you can sit in that seat and you won't get kicked out. So just a few tips from me on traveling on rails in Europe. Hello. So I just got on my train to Vienna from Zurich, and I bought a 2-person sleeper for about $85, and I lucked out. I'm the only one in here. I just wanted to show you how you can travel in style pretty much with trains. Sheldon Cooper would be freaking out right now, let me tell you. So they have a wash basin. They also have some wine, water, a little fruit thing. The other stuff here is mine. You can have this drawer. There's also like a little cubby. My suitcases are a little too thick to fit underneath the bed, so I just kind of shove them over here. And then this is where the other bed would be. It would be above here. This is where I'll be sleeping. There is a light, a night light, and also a temperature. And oh, I also get breakfast. So it consists of 6 things. You can tick off 6 things. The guy comes back and there you have it. They let you sleep. They come wake you up, which I didn't realize on the first train, and I was up every 2 hours thinking I was gonna miss my stop. I didn't even realize breakfast was included. So these are just some tips, pointers of things that are beneficial. So basically I have a hotel room on a train. I don't have to pay for a flight, and I can sleep on the way to a different country. I think that's a pretty good deal. So $80, I'll take that. Just wanted to show y'all about that. Oh, the bathrooms are in the same car down at the end. They have a WC above it. Most of the people that I've run into speak English, or they know I'm American. Probably look American when I wear a bright red shirt, and they can help you out. This particular car has 2 windows that have draw curtains one above, one below. So I'll probably close that one above soon. This does have a lock on it, and I don't know what else to tell you, but this is pretty cool. We'll see how I sleep this time. I was in a room with 2 older women on the first train that I took that was a lot less nice than this one. So you kind of get the luck of the draw depending on where you are, where you're going, and if the train's new or not. So the one that I was on, it was an older train. You could tell. I didn't realize that it would be so dirty. So make sure you bring some flip-flops to walk around in if you should need to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. But otherwise, they even have a menu for in the morning if you want coffee, tea, meats, some hot meals, that sort of thing. And that's all I got. So see you on the flip side. This trip has been so unlucky. I got a head cold for on the way home, and now an alarm is going off and a security guard just came running down the gangway. So they're all on their walkie-talkies over here. Hopefully we don't all get blown up. I'm almost home. Can't wait.